How did these two kids pit their mom? In a cake store, these twins were naughty and pulled out the toys on the cakes. As a mom, Irene broke down on the spot. When she ran to her kids, the waiter's eyes seemed to imply everything. Irene had to buy 4 cakes, unbeknownst to her. This was the trigger for their relationship as a couple. Husband, who was working hard in the company, received a text message at this time, which is the bakery spending 110,000 records. She rushed to call Irene. Without waiting for Irene's explanation, the husband started to lash out at Irene, who simply hung up the phone. When the husband got off work in the evening, he saw the mess in the house. He helplessly threw his clothes away and pinched his feet when he walked towards the sofa. When Irene came over, her husband asked her why the house was in such a mess, and while he was talking, he threw his socks under the couch and said that Irene had nothing to do every day, so she could just clean up her socks, and after that, he started to watch TV. Irene grabbed the remote control and said that her husband only comes home to lie on the sofa and watch TV.
그래도 손 많이 가는 애들 뭐 식견을 봤어, 매견을 봤어, 재활을 봤어.
나는 돈 벌잖아. 하루 종일 일하고 와서 집에서 TV 좀 보겠다는데 뭐가 잘못됐냐?
나도 하루 종일 일했어. 아침부터 밤까지 쉬지 않고 움직였다고. 빨래, 청소, 설거지, 애들 뒤치다거리. 쉬는 날도 없이 매일매일 반복되는 그 일들이 얼마나 힘든 줄 알아?
Instead, her husband said that she should let Eileen go out to work and deliver milk outside and lose weight in the process. Irene cried and said that she hadn't lost weight so that she could wear the clothes she had before she got married, because she had never bothered to buy herself clothes. Irene angrily takes her bags and leaves the house, and runs into her neighbor, Himoto, on her way out. Jean Ben looks at Irene, who is crying, and thinks that it is better to do something about it. Irene's mother's family is thousands of miles away. Where else could she go? It was raining, and when she tried to take the bus, she realized she had lost her wallet. The weather gradually cooled up. Want to change thick clothes? She opened the suitcase. Inside all the toys, it turned out that they were just in a hurry to take the wrong box. Irene had no choice but to return home again. The house has been cleaned up by her husband, Irene said. This time I forgive you. The next day, her husband wrote to Irene to apologize and left money for her to buy new clothes. Irene, who does not want to spend money on herself, bought 2 new clothes for her husband at the mall. Since her husband lowered his head first, she had to buy a gift for him as well. In the evening, Irene, who had prepared a good meal at home and waited for her husband, saw that he was late in coming home from work and anxiously called her husband without realizing that his husband had had an accident in front of the house.